You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. You can count on it. You can.
So, you know.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the Three Oak Podcast, where even artists can be fans. AJ the Menace.
Shane M. Petty.
And today, ladies and gentlemen, we have Kennedy Carter, a.k.a. Internet Baby. Everybody breathe. And we also have with her, for her homegirl and artist, Mbala.
Yeah.
Everybody breathe. Yeah, this we had some good background conversation, but you know what I'm saying? Kennedy Carter, this is where the artists can be fans. I have been a fan of your work for quite some time, and we kind of just gonna start from the beginning. So we kind of want to know where you born and raised from.
I was born in Charlottesville, not North Carolina, Virginia.
Okay.
And I was raised in Durham.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So when I was looking at your bio, it said something about Texas, though.
Yeah, I be trying to say Texas because that's where my mom come from. And I'm like, I got to sound cooler because don't nobody know no Durham, North Carolina, no shade to Durham. But, yeah. And she wrote my bio for me, actually. This is my ghostwriter.
Yeah, so I want to get into how long have y'all been friends? And, how long have y'all known each other?
Talking about
Like 2 years.
For real?
Yeah.
How did
I
y'all
did a
know?
shoot with her, and we were on the roof of this hot-ass building.
Oh,
And, my God,
I
it
was
felt like
sweating like a
slavery.
crazy
I was
person.
like, oh my God.
It was in the middle of the summer, like North Carolina.
Sweltering. And then she had on this hot-ass jacket.
Because I was trying to give a look for the shoot.
Yeah.
But it was like a full-length denim jacket, like weighted denim jacket. Mm-hmm. And it was like almost 100 degrees, definitely 100 degrees.
Yeah. Then we was like talking for some hours, and I was like, yo, are you hungry? And then she was
That's how it
like,
started?
she was like, yeah. And then we went to like King's Sandwich Stop. And then there's that fine-ass guy, but...
I heard he's crazy.
Yeah, you told me.
How many years ago was this?
This is
2 years
ago.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Y'all remember every detail
For
of
real?
this.
Because
What did y'all eat?
I had tater tots and something else.
I didn't eat. I just out there with you.
Yeah.
Just because you were
did.
like, I'm down to hang out.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But I know for sure I had tater tots.
But you like shooting outside, though, right?
Look, I like shooting outside sometimes, but that damn heat in the summer, that southern
North Carolina
heat
heat
is
ain't no
different.
joke, bro.
And at
For real,
night.
sweltering.
Yeah.
Ooh, no, I like it when it's hot at night because I can, crack a window.
Oh, it was day.
It was during the day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you said. Okay.
Sweltering.
My sister did some rooftop yoga at Noir or something like that in the summertime. I was like, you got it.
Yeah.
They try to be out there they try to get there at 9 so they can wrap up by 10:30 before it really get lit. You know what I'm saying? But it's always lit.
No,
you know?
in the summer, though, it'd be 8 a.m.
Because we got the humidity. It ain't even the sun. It's the humidity that I'm not rocking with.
Damn.
So what was your upbringing like in Durham, I guess?
I don't know.
How would you describe it?
I was so weird back when I was a kid. Yeah.
Okay.
Every time I think about when I was a kid, I kind of have, that when you see somebody do some embarrassing stuff and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. You get that secondhand embarrassment. Yeah. I literally get embarrassed when I think about when I was a kid.
For real?
I was like, yo, I was a straight up dumbass.
Dumbass.
Give us examples of what would you feel
Okay, so back during the 6th grade, there's this boy that I thought was so fine in the 6th grade. There was this little boy. And then my friends, I had a bunch of white friends, so they were trying to get me to do dumb stuff all the time, and so they could laugh at me, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But there was oh my gosh, you should go serenade him. It was
Serenade? So tell me what you did to serenade him.
I sang 1 + 1 by Beyonce. And then the gag is, he told me that I sounded like Michael Jackson.
No.
Yes, I think about that
That's
sometimes.
A good thing, though. It
that
could be a good
shit,
thing, I guess.
Look, not when you want to sound like Beyonce.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of those things that kind of keeps me up at night, and you're like, damn.
Was you an only child?
I have a sister.
Okay, just one of the
Tell the
sisters.
zipper story.
Oh, which was the zipper? Oh no!
All right,
embarrassment
we need the zipper story.
And then
now.
there's this other time that.
It was this one time.
There's this other time that I don't know why, but I think a lot of these stories revolve around me trying to impress boys.
I'm starting to get it.
Okay, let's go.
I was this was when I was in the 7th grade. No, the 6th grade too. Yeah, the 6th grade too. So that is ironic too. But
The sixth grade was a pivotal moment.
It was a pivotal moment.
bad.
Like, it was just really bad. But I was like in the 6th grade, and everybody at my school, because I went to a white ass school, everybody had buckle jeans. I don't know if you know the buckles.
I remember them.
Yeah, the buckle jeans.
I remember
them
them.
shits was kind of. They was like that. They had the bedazzles on
Yep,
that
I
bitch.
remember
You know,
them joints,
cowboy
yeah.
chic for real.
They
The
took
yeehaw
over, too.
agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, oh my gosh. I want to, be swagged out. I'm like,
How'd you guys just let that go? She said the yeehaw agenda.
yeehaw
Oh shit! I did not hear that. I did
I
not
didn't hear it either. Yeah.
yeehaw agenda, I was ahead of the game. I was ahead of the curve. I got my damn buckle jeans, and I told my mom I wanted a pair. She was like, okay, but you buying them. Them shits was like $100. I saved up my
which is
allowance.
tax,
Yeah, for a long ass time. So we finally go to the buckle store. I saved up my allowance or whatever. And then I'm like, okay, I want these jeans. And they was fire as fuck. Had the bedazzles on the
Yeah.
back and everything. I thought it was going to be the shit. They was like, well, we only have these. I'm like, a size 0. So,
And what size did you wear?
I don't know. I was a little thick booty bitch when I was like
Yeah.
in the 6th grade. But
So you really had to make it work for
I
the
had to
zero.
make it work because I wanted those pants.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was like a size 4, but they only had them in a 0. So I'm like, look, I'm about to make it work. So I get the pants, and then I'm like, all right, cool. My mom was like, well, we going out of town for the weekend, so you going to stay with your auntie. She lived in Cary. So I'm like, all right, cool.
So your whole family's in this area.
No, she's like
Okay.
a friend auntie. My whole family
Gotcha,
is
yeah.
in Dallas, like Texas,
Gotcha.
Houston, like Louisiana.
How did y'all
all
even
of
end up
it.
here? Is it like your dad's side of the family?
My
that's
dad,
Durham?
my dad. I was telling you how he went to Temple. He went to he lived in Philadelphia for like all his life.
Gotcha.
And then his mom like died from cancer. Like he had to put himself through school. He figured his shit out. So
Yeah.
props to him. Shout out to my dad.
Yeah.
But my mom, she stayed out, and she was from Dallas, so she stayed in Dallas like her whole life. Then my dad went and got what did he do? He went and got his degree from a seminary or something in Dallas.
To be a
That's how he
preacher.
met my mom. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so he likes to tell this story how she was like, oh my God, like, I need to be with you. When in actuality, he like asked her out to go to Bible study, thinking that was and
Thinking that was gonna be like,
thinking that
I'm
was gonna
husband
be the shit,
material.
like, look, and also like my grandpa worked at the church, like he was a pastor.
Okay.
So he was like, let's go to Bible study, like, and he called my grandpa and was like, I want to take her to Bible study. He's like, okay, that's not gonna do. Okay, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
so that's like kind of how that all happened. Then my dad got a job at Duke, and then they all
Durham.
like kind of everything kind of fell into place, and then everything came into Durham.
Got you.
But
Back to the book.
And then you got
story.
to
Back to the
Buckles.
story. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom was like, we going out of town, so go stay with your like auntie, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, cool. So I had like, she had a daughter and she had a son, and the son was cool, but he had like friends, and I was like, oh my gosh, sometimes his friends be cute, so I'm gonna wear my buckle jeans out. I go get the buckle
okay,
jeans.
I know
had
that energy. I know
you
that
know,
energy.
and
Yeah,
there
I
was
know
the
that
low rise buckle
yeah,
jeans.
I know the
too. That was
energy,
pretty
yeah.
low. Yeah, so they get the low rise buckle jeans. I have my, my little
crop
baby tee,
top.
just a little crop top
Yeah.
things. You know
I can see it.
So my friend comes in there and she's like, yo, we about to go with Evan, and the brother's name was Evan. We about to go to Evan over to his friend's house to like hang out. So I'm like, look,
The
all
moment I've
right,
been waiting
say
for.
less.
Yeah.
So I put on my buckle jeans. They were low rise buckle jeans. I'm like, all right, cute, whatever. I'm like, okay, what?
I'm ready. I'm
Still
ready.
what?
Yeah.
So I go over there. We go over there, and then we're like chilling. Then like I notice after a little bit, they like start staring at me kind of funny. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna play it off because I look cute in
Yeah.
my buckle jeans. Yeah. So Also keep in mind that they were low rise.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we leave. We leave.
I have a feeling this is
And
gonna come back
I
around.
like bring it up to my friend. I was like, yeah, they was like looking at me funny. And then she's like, look down. And I looked down at my pants. Tell me why my pants are so low cut and small that my pubes were out.
Oh.
Yeah, my pubes were out. I was like, why didn't you tell me? Like, we was
She
supposed to
failed
be
you as a
cool.
friend in that
yes,
moment.
She
bro.
did.
She failed
I was
you,
like,
bro.
why
She
didn't you
failed
tell
bro.
me?
She failed you as a friend, yo. She was supposed to be like, come here real quick.
I'm like,
Your
look,
papoose is showing.
Your papoose. I'm like, why didn't you tell me? She's
Sorry,
like,
papoose.
I don't-
Yeah.
Watch
she's
your
like,
hand.
I don't know. What
Tapping
was
on
I?
her.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, wash my hands.
Yeah,
Oh.
because it picks up.
Oh,
yeah,
ASMR. Sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
But yeah, she
But
did
damn.
not. She did not. Yeah.
But she failed me as a friend.
She did. Are you still friends with her to this day?
Yeah, that's the homie. Like,
Okay.
I
So
just
you
seen her
reminisce
the other
about
day.
that?
No, like that's another one of the things that keep me up at night. Like it's just
Oh shit! You wake up in a cold sweat.
shit. Like,
That
was
really
embarrassing.
happened.
It really happened.
So you really all right? So this is like your area then. So did you get into like the arts? Were you into arts outside of photography? Doing anything else?
I was like, before I started photography, I was like, my parents always wanted me to do like extracurriculars. So I was doing like everything on the planet. For some years, I played piano. Then I skated for some time. Then I did taekwondo for a while. I did taekwondo a lot.
For real?
And yeah, and then someone like broke my nose and it was really bad and I was like blood everywhere. And then my mom was like, "You're never doing that again." Like my mom, she did not like when I would go out. She would not let me go outside and play when I was a kid because she didn't want me to scratch up my legs. So it was just like, yeah.
Dang.
She was like, "You're not ever doing that again." Oh my
Was that
gosh.
same with your other sister too? Both of y'all?
Yeah, we
was on
did
the
not
same-
go outside when we was kids because she did not want us to scratch up her legs or get kidnapped. So yeah.
Well, there's that.
Valid points. The kidnapping is an extremely valid point. So y'all
So you
just.
guys used to just play inside. And
Yes, she would like give us a bunch of
Imaginations.
toys and stuff.
So you and your sister are like crazy close then,
Yeah,
right?
we're cool. Yeah,
How many years apart do y'all have?
3.
3? Okay,
three,
yeah,
so.
you're close then because y'all were in school at the same time. Like one was always leaving though or entering kind of
Yeah,
situation.
one was I would be leaving and she'd be entering. So
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
never really in school together.
Ah, I
but
got you. Yeah. Okay. So then you were doing that. When did you pick up photography though?
I picked up photography like my freshman or sophomore. No, it was like my sophomore year of high school. So it was just one of those things.
anything in particular drew you to photography?
I was like always taking portraits of myself or self-portraits, but I was taking them with like
With
a
digital
timer.
cameras?
No, like on my iPad because I had an iPad. So I was
Okay.
like, you know what? I'm gonna just
Balling. What year was this?
it was like I can't keep track of years. I'm really bad.
What year did you graduate?
I graduated 2017.
17. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. They were way more affordable back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're older.
They
I'm
were.
thinking
Yeah,
like
yeah,
2008. You had an iPad, bro?
Yeah, you were the
I'm
first
like-
thing.
Man, you was balling,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm like 2 years old, so
Yeah.
but yeah.
Okay, so then you started like you said nothing drew you towards. I missed that part.
Oh yeah, so I was taking like self-portraits and stuff,
Yeah.
and then I took a class on photography, and I thought that shit was gonna be easy.
At
But
your high
Miss
school?
Ryan was like, "Hell nah, we gonna put your asses through the trenches," and so we had to learn everything. And then I actually wanted to get a good grade, so it wouldn't affect my GPA, and I could
Yeah.
get into somewhere. So it was just one of those things.
So you actually had a photography class in your high school.
Yeah, we had a dark room and everything.
I had that up in Philly, but down here they didn't have that. And I took like the first half. But schooling, they don't have block scheduling up there. You know, they got down here they got that block scheduling.
Yeah, it's weird.
I was taking like 7,
what
8
is
classes.
that?
Block
It's like
scheduling
every
is
other
4 classes.
day.
Yeah, 4 classes a day. That's what they have here. 4 classes a day, hour and a half each. So you take like 1 class, 2 classes, go to lunch, 2 more classes. Up in Philly, I had like 7 to 8 classes a day.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so you're used to that too. And then like Tuesdays and Thursdays would be like
There's like a free period or something.
yeah, or like 2 of the classes would switch or something like that. So that's what I'm used to.
Yeah.
And the 10-point grading system. I was tight when they came down here and they had that 7-point scale. I'm like, bruh, come on, son. Like a 93 in order to get an A, bruh. What's up with just a 90? You know,
Extra.
That
extra.
sounds like the IB curriculum. That's what I did.
You did that. You were on the 7-point scale.
IB, yeah.
I'm not with that 7-point scale, bro. I just think it's way too much.
Yeah.
But the D range is a lot
Eventually,
bigger.
they changed it though. Like when I was in was in high school, they changed it along
Back
with
to
the
the 10
time.
point?
Like they made the get out time for like school and stuff 4 p.m. It used to be 2:30.
Yeah, it used to be like 2:18.
They switched that shit up on me my last year. I said, "What?"
Dang.
Yeah.
What time you were going in later though?
We went in later, probably like 9:30.
Bro, you remember how early we used to wake up? It was out of control.
The
bro.
crack of
Yo.
an ass. I'm like, yo,
We was really
7
waking up
p.m.?
early, bro. 5 a.m. Monday
Yeah.
through Friday, and that's if you live
Expected to
like,
function.
and that's if you live like semi close. You remember them kids that like was on the bus for 40 minutes? They was up at 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, they used to be up,
Poor
bro.
baby.
I think I read something
It
that
would be
said.
dark. Like
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
up when it's
it would be dark
Like,
as hell.
Yeah.
Always.
No, but I think I read something that said that kids would prosper more in school if they actually had school at noon instead of like in the morning because your brain is, like you're tired and
believe
all
it.
that shit.
I used
So you can't really take in shit,
I always hated school. I wasn't taking too much in that they were teaching.
Yeah.
me.
I mean, and the thought of then like being a parent and I have to wake up too for you.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to be to work till 9.
Make,
Okay,
make
But
you
you up
breakfast.
at 5 though.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's birth
lord.
control in itself.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
You're like, you know what? I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, that money too. Yeah, I'm not with it. I'm not. That's the thing about having kids. I don't have no kids, but it's like you don't get a day off. I'm not ready
It
for
is your
that.
job.
I get to still take days off. I'm
Raising
cool with
a
that.
human is a job.
Yeah, man, it's too much. But so like you started in there, and then when did you like really get your passion and be like, this is what I want to do?
Or like, when did you like even think that, oh shit, I'm actually good at this. I'm gonna continue with this.
It was like maybe my junior year or like
Of high school.
Yeah, or my senior year, because people were coming that knew me from around school because of it, and they were like coming to me for prom photos or senior photos.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, oh look, I'll do
That
it
must
for the
be
love.
nice.
So the
Yeah.
demand
slide me,
was
slide me $30. I'll
Yeah.
do
And
it.
I got you.
Yeah.
What was your first camera?
Canon T3i.
T3i.
Three
Okay.
eye. Oh shit. Yeah.
No, it was a T5i because it was touchscreen.
Ah, okay.
Not everybody.
I was fancy. I
So,
was
so you was hustling during like prom and all that
for
during high
real.
school. Yeah.
Slide me that 25. Yeah.
And I got you, my G.
real.
Were you like editing the pictures and everything, or just
Look, I put them in the little Visco cam app. Shout out to Visco. I love
yeah?
them. But shout out to them because they've been doing that since like I was in middle school.
Yeah.
But I would like put them in the little Visco app because I didn't really know anything about Photoshop or Lightroom or anything.
Yeah.
And then call it a day and send people their pictures. They'd be like, thanks. Or be like, look, no problem. Tell your friends.
Hey, that's a fact.
Start
yeah.
branding it.
Send them my info. How long have you had the name Internet Baby?
Oh my gosh.
And where did it come from? Because that's what I really want to know.
Since middle school, honestly, because I was trying to think of what my Instagram name was going to be all through middle school, and I was like, yo, I don't know what my Instagram is going to be. I had a couple different names that I don't even remember, I don't think, but I had a couple different names, and this one I kind of chose because I had this phase when I was on Tumblr a lot, and there was like this like internet culture kind of thing.
Oh,
It
I
was
remember.
like,
I remember the peak of like I
like,
was on
you know,
Tumblr
the
during that.
the kawaii
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then there was a lot of pink and that kind of soft ghetto aesthetic that was
God,
developing.
I love that.
Yeah,
I'm upset that it's like Tumblr's like really dead now.
yeah, especially.
Yeah.
I
with
can't
the
wait for
porn
them to
of
come
it.
up with another thing that we need to come up with a handle for. Like that, like
Yeah.
like doing that is dead. It's like, where's that
Yeah.
at? Like me having to get creative.
Yeah, you're right.
Like creating a brand for myself, like a personality for myself on something.
And most of the social media platforms are so old now that you gotta struggle to get the name that you want to get.
For real.
Oh
But-
yeah,
yeah.
because everybody has it.
Have you seen the like tweet exchange where Diddy was trying to buy?
Yes. When you should have
He was trying to buy what?
He was trying to
Twitter name.
No, he was trying to buy like puff combs or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
Puffy
yeah.
combs, I
Yeah.
think, or something. Something combs.
He was just
Sean
trying to buy
Combs.
one.
Sean
of
Combs.
Sean Combs. He was trying to buy.
He was trying to buy his name back.
Yeah. So he going back and forth with the dudes.
Trying to name a price.
Yeah, he was like, all right, like, yo, I'll pay you for this, for this handle or whatever. He's like, no, like I need it for my business. He's like, all right, I'll buy 100 combs. He's like, no, like 1 million. Like he was just he was just thinking about it.
He's like, yo,
He's like, yo,
I'm making them dry if I got
talking
you.
to Diddy, like I'm a tax. Like you got to buy my business if you want this handle.
Did he ever get it?
No.
No, because he still got P Diddy, right?
Or
It's still P
Diddy.
Diddy. What is his Instagram or whatever? It's all the same.
It has to be.
It's
probably
just
be
Diddy.
something
For real, he should have just said 100,000.
I gotta find that. It's literally, it's you.
Yeah,
it's,
please
it's
send that to me.
epic. It's,
Yeah, that
it's
sounds
on
like it's
there,
fun.
so-
But then that goes to your point of like how everybody sort of has it already. You know, so even superstars are just like shit. Somebody already has it.
So you been had the Internet Baby name pretty much. That was your
Yeah, since
after
I
you
was
went
in,
through
like,
like a
7th
couple of
grade.
quick ones. You pretty much settled on that.
Yeah.
So
Wait.
was Tumblr the first area that you were uploading a lot of your photography, or was it Instagram?
Instagram. It was Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you get Instagram? Was it in middle school?
Yeah, it was. It's been
No,
out for a minute. Like I was
Yeah.
on there when it was old.
Yeah, because that's why I'm asking you, because like I'm years apart from you, so Instagram came in when I was like already in my 20s and shit. So it's interesting hearing from someone that's
Yeah,
like
I was probably like 11 or 12.
middle
when it came
school.
And she live on them things.
out. I sure
Yeah.
do. I'm an
She
internet
really
baby.
is an
Okay?
internet
Well,
baby.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
Yeah, I was about to say,
Authentic.
and I'm assuming that's where you got the name because you You an internet baby for real.
Look, it's kind of, I mean, I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to have this as my Instagram name. And then it ended up kind of sticking, and I was too lazy to think of something else.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, this is just going to be it. And then, yeah, I wasn't even thinking about how I was an internet kid until I started having social anxiety at the, like, thinking of going out.
Oh, shit.
I'll just send this tweet. And
I'll do all this from a distance.
yeah, having to face your communication issues.
Okay, so did you ever build like a decent following on Tumblr, or you were just like partaking in just like the reposting and stuff?
Yeah,
like
I was just partaking in reposting. It wasn't until maybe like maybe like 3 years ago when I started occasionally
Really?
uploading things onto Tumblr.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When did you so then you didn't, when you went to school, you didn't even go in for photography though, right?
When I went to college.
When you went to college, yeah.
I mean, I started out going for photography, then I almost failed out because you have to because you have to go when you're in like art major, you have to do a bunch of stuff that's not in your art field, and they're like, okay, we're just trying to expose you to things that you might like or whatever.
Oh yeah,
but I know that I'm not
like I know what I want to do. Yeah,
Da Vinci.
Leonardo, yeah,
Da Vinci.
him. I'm gonna do stick figures, but you're gonna give me a bad grade because I don't know how to draw. It's just I feel like it's one of those things. Drawing is just like. I feel like the gift of drawing is just not given out all willy-nilly. You have to just have your brain. It's like the thought of your brain generating the image of what you want to, create. Then it has to go to your hand. Then you have to, have the technique in order to,
That's
project it
onto
paper.
Project it.
You're right. It is a lot harder to get your idea out when it comes to drawing, because my drawing skills are terrible. But I can do like music and stuff like that though, because it's just a little bit quicker. And then you got a beat to help assist, nudge you along a little bit.
For real. And then the teacher wasn't even like trying to. He wasn't really. He taught it in a way that was almost like, okay, this is a class for people that want to learn how to draw or know how to draw already. It felt like that. Like, then like during critiques, he was a Gordon Ramsay ass nigga for real. Like he would read everybody down. I'm like, yo, I did not come here to learn how to draw stick figures. Like what?
Yeah.
And then I had to do a sculpture class. Then I had a design class, and it was just terrible. I was like, look, this ain't it. And then after that what's it called? The drawing class. I was like, look, I can't do this anymore.
That's when you switched to African American Studies, and you've been doing that ever since.
Yeah, and then I'm thinking of maybe like just sucking it up and biting the bullet and going back into that art major so I can. It's like they have an art major that's like broad, so you can get the foundation courses, and then you transition into the art that you want to make. So
it's like doing the 2-year associate before you go into
Pretty much.
It's like general education requirements.
Exactly like that.
Yeah.
And so my photo teacher, she was like, look, I think you got something, like, so I'm going to see if we can figure something out with your Gex or whatever. I'm hoping she'll hook a sister up so I don't have to take them shits again.
So what made you want to go towards the African American study? Were you raised in a house where like Black pride and like your parents really like?
Yeah, to an extent. Like my dad, he's like an academic, so he wasn't one of those. I'm trying to find a way to describe it. Like he wasn't super Black Panther-y, if that makes sense.
I know that. No, I know what you mean.
He's radical in regards to academia, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah, so he kind of goes against that grain of that kind of cookie cutter mindset, but I don't know. He's just always kind of instilled this idea of how important Blackness is in regards to
how beautiful it is and stuff.
Yeah, and it's like not even that. Like he just kind of
wanted you to embrace your identity.
Yeah,
he made sure you knew who you were.
Yeah, and knew how important I was.
Yeah.
So it was like one of those things.
Okay.
So when you were young, you said like when you were in 6th grade, you had a lot of white friends. Did that carry out through like high school and?
No.
Or was it just like in middle school that you had
It
just
was
white
just.
friends?
I had to put
It
that
was
to
like
her head.
after I realized I was like embarrassed all the time, like and chasing after white boys that were never gonna like me until they probably grew into their sexualities, if that makes sense.
No, that does.
That fetishism or whatever. But it was just one of those things that I was like, look, these people are not looking out for my best interest.
Yeah.
I feel like some more of a caricature than anything.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to public school because I was going to private school for a minute.
that's why
That's
it
one
was-
thing I wish I could have done. My dad was just not having it, but that's how I felt my entire.
You did private school your whole life?
My entire life, my entire life. So I mean,
So-
in high school, I wasn't even dating because I'm like, all right, I just don't even want to deal with.
Was dating
Yeah.
even allowed in your household? Mine wasn't allowed.
My dating.
We don't speak about those things. in my
Oh, yeah,
house.
that's
shit,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
Dating-
wanted
What
to
you
get in
do is
trouble.
what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like my parents knew that boys was gonna holler and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was just one of those things that like.
I keep you educated. But
Yeah,
I
they was
can't-
like,
yeah.
look, I knew that you gonna do what you want, but you're not leaving this house with a boy until you're 16. So I'm
Got
like,
you. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it was just like, yeah.
So how do you feel? Did you? Well, you kind of had that. You wish you'd have got a little public school and high school area.
Yeah,
right?
because then I went to college and just the poor decisions. I feel like you need to be dating when
Oh,
you're.
where you were like, I'm going crazy. You were
I don't know. Okay. I mean, I need to clarify because that's sounding a little
Yeah.
crazy. No. I just got into a very bad relationship.
oh, because you
Yeah,
didn't have
'cause I
time.
didn't have-
You didn't have no
yeah.
test runs.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
it was just
yeah.
like, and you know, I'm like around all these like white dudes, and then you
Mm-hmm.
go to college. I'm like, oh, like here's some
It's
black
like
men.
that?
They gonna like
Yeah.
my body type finally, but it's just not even realizing that like that was what was happening. So being like, oh, this person really likes me. And it doesn't matter that he's like, you know,
Yeah.
disrespecting me or whatever. It's just like, oh,
Just the
he's
fact
here.
that he really
like,
likes you, yeah.
Yeah. So just you know, not being able to like process those things with
Mm-hmm.
your support system around, with your parents around, to be like,
Yeah.
yo, come back home. Like, what are you doing right now?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you
Where'd
know,
you go to school?
I graduated from UNC.
UNC. Okay.
And was it the same like in high school, like with white friends and all that stuff? The reason why I keep asking too is because in high school and middle school, I was hanging around a lot of white people, and then when I got older, started hanging
Yeah,
out with
I
black
I
people.
mean,
I'm
it
like,
was
oh,
an
shit.
international school,
Yeah.
but not with many black international students.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it would be.
Is this in this area too? Like where
no,
you? In the
I
Durham
grew up
area?
in DC.
Got you. Okay.
Okay.
So it would be like, yeah, like, okay, so and so is from the Netherlands, so and so, you know, is from Germany.
Yeah.
You know what
Poland
I mean?
or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah, France, whatever, with stuff like that, or you know,
Yeah.
one-off like person from I don't know, like Sri Lanka or something like that. But I was maybe I was like one of like two. I feel like there was like two black girls, three,
that. In your graduating class.
in my graduating class.
Damn.
Boy, things get tricky. So, like, you definitely agree with like how Killer Mike. Did you hear his views on it? Where he believes that, like, you should
Yeah,
go
I
to,
mean, as
like-
an adult, right? I
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at those things and I'm like, and I remember, and my best friend, she couldn't do it. She went to public school. I remember in like 7th grade. So it was just like I felt like I just kept losing all of my black friends to public school, but my
Yeah.
dad was not having it. I mean, because he's also African too, and then also it was like
education is at the utmost for real. For real.
there was
kinda,
that,
yeah.
and then it was DC public schools, which are not amazing. And
Yeah,
then,
you're right. Yeah, I know. I got somebody that I know of somebody that works in DC public school. She's like, low key, you have to curse these kids out because they be wilding like that.
Yeah. So it's kind of so he was just not having that,
Yeah.
and then also he was a diplomat, so the government was supposed to be paying for my education. So the idea is like, I mean, you could go to this private school and I won't have to pay. So why am I going to send you to a public school you
when
know?
I can triple your education level?
Yeah, I
at
mean,
a
and
free
it
school?
worked out for like college stuff because it was just.
You were the perfect candidate, pretty much, for any college.
Exactly, and I
Yeah.
had to, I did minimal work my senior year in order to be that, you know what I mean? And then I would get
Yeah.
to school and like, yeah, I would kind of be advanced, or I would kind of, could do kind of the bare minimum and get by because I did have these challenging classes.
Yeah.
But in terms of just like socially, you know what I mean? Just like
The social aspect is where you feel like you were
Yeah.
lacking in Italy.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I know the Killer Mike thing was opposite. His was public school first up until high school. Then high school go private.
But the
I guess that's that last phase to get them academically ready, the person academically ready.
Did they
you know
have-
what I mean? To set you up for the college success.
But did they have good public schools? Because the thing is, some people would try to do that, but you had to be admitted into my school, and so sometimes people wouldn't pass the test.
yeah.
So
I
it's
think
like-
in Atlanta, where he was talking about, they had some pretty good public schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that all comes down to the area you in at the same time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
I told myself, I was like, okay, maybe my kid might do like private school, maybe till like, I don't know, like 7th, 8th grade, 9th grade. While I want to make sure that they're still like going to, like summer camp, just learning how to socialize, and you just can't do it. I just can't do it if they don't have.
Did you
kids
do
that
any
look
summer
like them.
camp? I did a Christian summer camp every summer for like 3
Oh,
years.
shit,
I
really?
don't think I did any summer camps.
I loved it,
Neither did
man.
I.
Yeah.
I loved
think
it,
I
man.
did either.
They really
I
lit.
feel like you need it.
Yeah,
So,
it was
like-
dope. Cause like these people are some camps, bro. They be from everywhere, bro. Like people really be from like they're like, yeah, I'm from California, but my parents went here when they lived here, so they fly me here every summer. I'm like, damn, like you know what I'm saying? Like this is just 3 hours away from my house. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like they flying like that summer camp shit is kind of real though.
I mean, places like that's where you build character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you learn to socialize or whatever, like work with people and stuff. I'm just looking at my parents like, what were y'all doing, yo? Like,
They were making sure the education was right.
They was really chilling, like, because I
Yeah.
have 4 siblings, so I'm just when it came to me, they were just like, look,
Are you the youngest?
yeah,
Oh, they had done it already.
they were
They're
done.
like,
They were done.
They were like,
3
this is a
times.
proven formula. You will follow this shit.
They were done.
Yeah.
They were like, look, you just here.
I don't. Yeah, you're gonna follow this. Do what you want when you're done the formula.
You don't need camp. You got 4 siblings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They
That
gonna
is a
teach
camp.
you everything.
Yeah.
So when did your what was your art style before it? I guess I don't know if it's always been like highlighting black people and stuff like that, but. Did it have a phase before the style that it is now, or has it always been that? It's always been this style. It just continued to get better.
Not really. I kind of feel like there weren't really phases or like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like even when like people make music, how they have different eras before
Exactly
they get
of their
to
style.
where
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just kind of always leading up into who I was going to be in regards to art. It
Yeah.
was just like everything was me learning, and then eventually it was just a process of growth. If
Yeah.
that makes any sense.
No, that does, yeah. Because, like, I remember when I first, like, stumbled onto your page. Because the thing is, like, I've worked with, like, a bunch of photographers. And it's just, like, I'm like, bruh, these pictures. You know, like, I'm dark-skinned black. You know what I mean? Like, bruh, these need to look a certain way. Like, you don't have me looking right. That's the thing that when I first saw your picture, your whole page, I'm like, holy shit, these pictures are so dark, but I see everything. You know what I'm saying?
detailed.
Like, that's what, like, bro, I love that so much about your art. You know what I mean? Like, I'll go through the same thing just because I'm like, because I have not seen anybody else accomplish what you have accomplished.
Because the
when it
black
comes-
skin, like, it really pops in your pictures. That's the one thing I
Yeah,
noticed.
and I'm like, that's what I love. Yeah, I love that shit. Like,
Glisten, that melanin.
yeah, man. I love it, man. What else did I was flowing up until this point. You know what I'm saying?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug, you know. Yeah.
How about them Panthers?
About that Panthers.
My fault.
No, not Panthers.
Are they playing?
Yeah, man.
Don't even ask me. I'm not a sports person.
We'll get better at this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, we still learning how to interview people. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. So, I mean, I think we kind of are at a 30-minute mark anyway.
Can I ask her a question?
You can, yes, please.
Oh. Hit her with a hard one.
Yeah.
The next question.
No, you
host.
like have made quite the achievements in the photography realm, and you
Damn.
obviously
Thank you. Thank you.
you obviously have a great eye, for visuals. Do you see yourself going in any other visual formats, experimenting with video or anything like that? Maybe.
Maybe like I've been looking at
like that.
Super
I like
8
that.
and Super 16 a lot in regards to film.
What's that?
So it's pretty much how people would record movies before they got to the digital stage of
reels?
movies. Yeah, the
Basically,
reels.
Reels,
film.
yeah.
So yeah, I'd have to send them out, and it's a whole process. But back in the day, some of your like favorite old movies, that's what they were filmed on. They would go through rolls and rolls of
Even like
film.
Quentin Tarantino, he still does some of his movies on film.
That's why
too.
time matters when you're on set.
Yeah, in that
It's
Hateful Eight
expensive.
movie, he was talking about
Yep.
how they filmed that super wide, massive scene
Yeah,
on
on
film,
film,
and they
yeah.
had to get this like lens, this wide ass lens imported from somewhere. But I think Carl Zeiss maybe, but don't quote me on that. But
So
yeah.
videography is definitely a lane that you can see yourself transition into.
Yeah, maybe just to try it. But yeah, I kind of like curating exhibits and stuff. I did this one curational exhibition that was through like this woman named Monet Marshall. She did this performance piece called "Buy My Art and Call It Holy," and so it was pretty much
that's a fire name.
yeah, it was fire. I didn't get to go. I think it was out of town, but yeah, pretty much I curated images that kind of depicted what I feel is holiness and like divinity, and found Black and women and queer artists, and curated their images on church fans. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, the
like church fans.
yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty dope. But that's really what I'm looking into. Thanks for the fire ass.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
you,
thank
you
you.
have
Because
a
I was such a blank. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah. You're
Yeah. But back to like the exhibits that you like to create, because you like creating stories with your exhibits and things of that nature. Do you have any coming up soon? I remember you did one like a couple months ago. I missed it.
Yeah,
I was mad as hell.
it was a little pop-up show because I was trying to make money before I went to Italy. And so I'm doing a solo show. It'd be my first solo show. I'm doing it in May. Still trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah, it's going to be in Durham at the Art Guild. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing next.
What are the things that you find that inspire you, like up to date, like currently?
Black people, books. I've been starting to read more because that's something that I kind of, being in school, you have so much required reading that you don't even want to read
your
anymore.
own taste
Yeah,
either.
like
Yeah.
I would be knocking out like 3 books a week back in high school or like back when I was a kid, but now I don't even read like I used to.
You're right. Yeah, I used to read my mom. That was like a requirement. I at least had to read 1 book a week, like
For
in the
real?
summertime. Like that was pretty minimum. Yeah.
So
I feel like there's so many obvious mental roadblocks when you're not reading. You know what I mean? It's so easy to access your creativity when you're like having to create a picture in your head because you're reading something.
Yeah.
And when you're not
yeah.
doing that regularly, it's like word like
Yeah,
I can't find my
exactly.
words. I can't find my ideas. I can't like where
real,
and
you
it's
can't
there, but I
function anymore.
can't communicate what I'm trying to tell you. Like it just becomes so much more difficult. And then when
You're
reading-
100% right. You're
Yeah.
100% right. I know exactly. Yes, you are.
Yeah, it sparks your
yes,
imagination
You're 100%
because you
right.
have
and
to
when you
picture.
don't read, you can't. It's really hard to write. And when I was writing my
speak.
essays, exactly. When I was writing my essays, and even when I'm speaking now, I'm noticing in my head that I say "like" so much.
Yeah.
And when I have to write for school, or when I have to pitch a grant, or like I just did it, or or do anything, I joke about her being my ghostwriter, but I literally cannot think of anything to write when I'm just sitting down. So once I started reading again, I'm like, oh, this is
It's
so much
mad easy
easier.
all of a sudden. Yeah.
Yeah.
What genres are you like going towards when it comes to picking books?
Nowadays, I'm really reading the stuff that my mom said I couldn't read back when I was a kid. She'd be
Okay.
like, oh, no, there's nasty stuff in this. This one, I would be trying to read one of her Zane books on the shelf. She would not have it. Them Eric Jerome Dickey books, too. But, yeah, so I was reading them. I'm reading them. I'm reading Terry McMillan. So Waiting to Exhale right now. And then I'm reading some Toni
That
Morrison.
was a book. I forgot about that. That was a book before a movie.
Yeah, and then she wrote this.
Are they all based on her life?
I feel like
Because I know the Stella one was.
Yeah.
Stella.
How Stella got
How
a groove
Stella
back.
Got a
Grew back.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was her life. And
Who's the author?
that,
What's
Terry
her-
McMillan.
Terry McMillan. Okay.
Yeah, and she wrote this
That
other
played
book.
out not great for her.
Yeah.
You said what? It
That,
did-
that did not play out well for
For
her.
real?
The man was gay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Stella got
So
a groove back.
basically, no, Stella got her groove back. It's this story of this woman having
40-year-old,
like a
yeah.
middle age crisis,
Yeah.
but whatever.
Yeah.
She goes to Jamaica
Gets
and
dick down.
exactly. She finds this fine ass Jamaican man, whatever, right? So
Yeah.
this is actually her life, right?
Yeah.
So book is like happy ending, they're in love, blah blah blah. Real life, they come to America. They get married, whatever. He was actually
green
gay.
card?
He was gay.
Yeah.
I can't
He was
remember
just
the
trying to
movie.
get it.
So the movie ended up with them together like a heterosexual
Yeah.
couple, too.
Yeah. Her real life ended with him
Being gay.
on the down low.
Sheesh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but
Whoops.
I'm reading that.
Not whoops.
And
You read multiple books at one time, or
yeah,
you?
I
you
can
do?
read multiple books at one time. I've always been like that.
I always got to do one at a time.
Yeah, I feel it. I can only really watch one TV show at a time, and I also
You can't do the flipping channel
no,
surfing.
I
Okay.
can't. But I also can't do what is it? I can't watch not multiple things, but I can't watch something again and again and again. Like I know a lot of people that are able to listen to music again like over and over, watch TV shows, like
Over
watch
and over,
movies again.
their favorite
I cannot do that. I feel like I've ruined it for myself. I need to find new stuff all the time.
That might be your generation too, though.
I was gonna wonder if
That
that was the
attention
young
span.
I think that's your
internet
generation.
generation.
It's
where
like, I don't even think it's that. It's just, I know with movies, with books, with music, I'm able to recall every single thing. I messed up saying music. I can listen to music again and again.
If it's your favorite song, yeah.
If it's my favorite song, like if it's
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff, I can do it again and again.
Yeah.
But TV shows, movies, stuff like that, books occasionally. Sometimes I don't know, but it's one of those things where I can't listen to it over and over and over again.
Well, books, I would imagine, is harder to go back to just because it's like the whole thing with a book is you're kind of like discovering the story as it goes along. And I don't know, for some reason,
For
it's a little
some
different.
people, because I feel like for some people, it's about, like when I read, it's just like, oh, how did they write this? How did they create that
Yeah.
foreshadowing feeling that I didn't pick up on when I read it the first time because
Yeah.
I was looking forward to the story, and now I'm looking back and it's chapter 1 and
missed
ooh,
certain
they
quality
started
of
setting
writing
things
now.
up for me,
They
and I
did,
didn't even
yeah.
peep, before.
Now, that's how I watch some movies. You know, like some movies that are like you have to
Wow.
like you have to analyze and all that stuff. You know, all the stuff that they planted in the beginning you didn't see, so then you have to watch it in order to make sense. Like a movie like Fight Club or something. Like, oh, I didn't pick up on all that shit.
I never watched Fight Club. Someone told
Yeah,
me
it's
I
good.
need to watch it.
I mean,
Yeah,
and also
I mean, well, it's a kind of violent movie. It depends on what type of movie you like, and it's kind of weird.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
Fight Club.
I mean,
Yeah, it's-
it sounds like
Pun intended.
Well, kind of.
Might be violent, not
I
sure.
used to read books over and over again, like Harry Potter when those dropped.
Listen,
I feel that. I used to
some of
read
that.
Percy
Those
Jackson
books.
and the Olympians
I
over
read-
and
yeah,
over.
I
I got
read-
all the books signed by him. I love it.
For real?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Dang, that's ill. I got into Game of Thrones too, and I read
Ooh,
those.
don't even get me. Wait,
You
we
rock with
watched-
Game of Thrones?
We watched the TV show.
Oh, yeah.
but
You never read the books?
Never read the books.
I heard that.
Someone
I heard
told me
that
I
it
need to.
deviated
Please,
from the books a
please.
lot.
You said what?
I heard that the show deviates from the book a
It
lot.
does.
At
All
some
right, so
point.
as we've continued along, we got Game of Thrones lovers in here. I can just go.
Dang,
right?
I wish we
Yeah.
did
I
a
can go
Game of
right-
Thrones March Madness.
I can do. We can do that. We can
Cersei
do
wins
it.
everything.
We can do
Seriously,
it.
wins everything. Seriously,
Yeah.
March Madness over.
Cersei or what's it called? What's Tyrion? I love
Tyrion,
Tyrion.
yeah. But the thing with it's kind of interesting how they do the TV show compared to the book. So the book, it's so kind of the same thing will happen. It'll just be a different character, right? So like, so and so goes to the wall. In the book, it was Jamie, but in the story, it was Tyrion. You know what I mean? It's like they share each other's storylines. So is how it kind of started in the beginning. It was the same things was happening, just by different characters. Now that we've gotten later, we have TV shows now that don't have any books to represent them.
Yeah.
So that's what's like scary to me because I'm like, bro, I don't know, bro. Because George R.R. Martin's writing is so phenomenal. Like his foreshadowing game is through the fucking roof. Like when you're reading the books, you're like, you can read those multiple times because you're like, God damn, bro, he was telling me from the beginning. You know what I mean? Like every day, damn near every other word. But like, it's kind of weird that they got the TV show going now. It all seems, and I feel like the quality of the show, like last season, kind of went down. So
Definitely.
like the whole season was mad weird to me because it was like, bro, y'all were time traveling, bro. Like, let's not keep it.
Oh, keep
bro,
it advanced.
yeah, like
Hold on.
y'all was moving quick, bro. Like one in the beginning of the episode, they're like, we need to go south of the wall. They're in King's Landing by the end of the episode. I'm like, ow, bro.
okay.
This would take like
So
3
length.
episodes any other time. You
Just
know
to
what I mean?
get
Like,
there.
and then all of a sudden, you moving me this fast throughout the whole season. Then at the end, you stop, bro. Are you serious? Like, it just went to a halt, like a screeching stop. But this season coming up, they say every episode is supposed to be like an hour and a half. We're getting motion pictures
yeah,
every
you're
week,
right.
people.
Yeah.
Not
You know what I'm
motion
saying? Yeah. And we used to
to
do like last year when
I
they
wonder
come
what the
out.
budget now is.
Ooh.
It was
The budget is like
$1 million per episode.
It's I thought,
$1.5 million.
Yeah, but it's a couple million for each episode, and it's gonna be 7. Is it
So
gonna,
here's my question:
Yeah.
How is HBO making that money back? Because they don't have advertising. So what is-
subscriptions? Yeah,
But even prior to that, they didn't have advertising. So
it was always subscriptions though.
Hulu, and it just
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
and they just put some of their movies on Netflix.
And they do it through colleges too. My school has an agreement with them, so all the students get.
Because
Yeah.
Showtime is doing
dang.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the part that I like to know because I'm
The
just
TV
like,
networking, like business side of it, kind
yeah,
of.
the business side of everything is always like where is
It's
this
intricate,
money
yeah.
coming from?
Yeah,
'Cause
like
you-
Netflix and
Especially with the way the budgets are getting cut open,
Streaming,
you're like,
yeah.
bruh, how do you even have that to front somebody? Yeah, I know what you mean.
This is a mirror have a show right now. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
randomly on
The first late night television show in like premium TV history, like, and they gave it to Deezus and Mero. Like, damn, like.
$4.99 to $6.99 just because they were on.
No,
$5.99.
It's $4.99.
Oh, yeah.
It's
We were
$4.99 for
just
6
listening to
months,
that.
bruh. They're catching everybody because you know you're gonna forget, bruh, and you're gonna find another show that you
That you
like,
want-
and it's
yeah,
over. It's
yeah.
over, bruh. You are paying $15
Yeah.
a month, and it's
No,
just what it
that's some
is.
good marketing.
That's how they-
that team is working.
This
They know
is-
who to do it with.
That's how Tidal got me. They got me with free 6 months.
With the Sprint.
With the Sprint, yup, yeah, free 6 months, and then I just had it for like the last year and a half.
Me
Just
too. I'm just like, I gotta support the
Toggle?
black business title.
Tidal, yeah,
Title.
yeah.
yeah.
The only problem is though, I've curated all my musical on Apple.
See, that's what I was telling somebody
You know what
today.
I'm
The
saying?
thing about
Like-
Tidal, I like a lot of the things that Tidal has to offer, but it does kind of feel like the Android of the music streaming
Low-key.
situation.
Yeah.
Just on the front where like I can't send my playlist to everybody because everyone's probably using Apple or Spotify.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I prefer Spotify because Spotify also gives me music suggestions. So
So does
I'm not.
Tidal.
But that
I
makes
don't
sense
use
for you
Tidal,
though. That makes sense for you though, because if you always like something new and music wise, Spotify is where you want to be.
Yeah.
At.
But also Spotify
You don't go to
is-
the other sites for that.
Spotify is way older. That's the thing about like not
Spotify
even to get
is
super
OG.
like woke about it, but it's like that's the thing with everything,
Preach.
right? Like it's just like all of these businesses are way older than the black businesses, so they've had all of that time to develop, and it's just like, all right, you just need like a loyal customer base to stick with you while you're figuring things out.
Look,
Yeah.
I
Not
know
everybody's
one
willing
thing.
to-
They better hurry the hell up and figure it out because I ain't finna be paying $10 a month for some lackluster shit. I'm sorry.
I feel you though. I feel you.
No
yeah,
facts.
yeah, I feel you. Especially because I'm already giving somebody else 10, bruh. Like, you know
Look,
what I'm saying?
I'm already,
I mean,
then they
have
doing me
their
right.
Yeah, I'm good over here to keep it all the way 100 with
No,
you.
they have their things though. I mean, they be having the little videos. They be coming.
That's
up
the
with
thing with
In
Tidal.
movies,
though.
they had that little movie.
Tidal is the video content that
Yeah.
that gets you. That's
Yeah.
why I enjoy it because they'll have their exclusive shows. I feel like the black and white on Tidal just looks better. I don't know, like the videos.
it's crisp.
Don't it seem like the black and white videos just are
a
so
little
much crisper on Tidal? I don't know. It feels
Yeah,
like
they
that.
do have that little HD filter.
Yeah, and it
It's
does make a
coming up.
difference.
It's like I feel like I started using it and fell in love with it, but it became difficult to like collaborate with other people on anything streaming related because everyone was doing something else.
yeah, you're
You
right.
Like
can't
it's like
send
the
your bae
iPhone.
no
Spotify is like
playlist.
having the
Like-
iPhone. Like
Do you make playlists where you're like the people you're talking to or somebody you're involved with?
Look, every now and then when I'm feeling a little romantical.
You might send a little something
A
over.
little something.
We used to make mix
Set a little pack over.
we used to make mix CDs. Yeah.
I haven't made
I
somebody a
made someone
playlist
I
in a
was
while.
dating a CD. Like I burned the CD.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it was a long time ago.
I haven't made somebody a playlist in a while. Now I might need to do
You
that.
might have look. They'll be like, "Oh my gosh,
I did
that's
Yeah.
the lost
Yeah.
art. I be feeling
It
that's
is
like
a
the
lost art.
reason you need a boyfriend. Like it's like
2016.
For stuff like that,
for
yeah.
things like that.
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
Yeah, in 2016, I made a girl I was seeing at the time a mixtape, and I was like, man, I haven't made a CD in a long time. Because, we were around the same age, and
Yeah.
we're retro.
So it was like a
we
cute
love
thing.
retro shit, yeah. We're like in the 90s and shit.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's like your version of like the cassette tape thing.
Cassette tape, oh my God, yeah. I started doing that.
Like, you don't even know what that is.
I know what a
She's like,
cassette
"What's
tape is. Don't play me. I know what a cassette tape is.
I like old stuff though. Like I bought this record player, like this
Oh,
big ass
yeah.
record player box. It's in the crib
Yeah.
from the like the pawn, like not the pawn shop. I hate
porn
pawn
shop?
shops so much.
Oh, well,
Pawn
I
shops
didn't
are
know that's what we were getting to.
yeah,
That's
but
facts.
God, I hate them shit so much. You know what? Yeah, but I bought like a record player. So fire, yo.
He still,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
still didn't catch on.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah, I said porn shop.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. I
And you were
missed
like,
that.
yeah.
I used to
No,
be
but pawn
going.
shop. How much have you used it? Have you used it a lot since?
Yeah, I try to use
porn
it at
shop?
least once a week. I try to listen to like one full record a week.
Yeah.
I listen to it a lot every day that I first got it, but like when I'm like cleaning dishes or something like that,
Yeah.
I like run it.
And what'd you buy? Like Thriller? Would you?
No, that's the thing I like about record shopping, and one is because like my next project, I plan on printing vinyls of it because I feel like I'm so into the cover art and the visuals of things. Like that's not enough space for me. Like I want you to see this fire picture on this big ass vinyl.
is-
You know what I mean?
Oh my
like
God.
Y'all are making me really hate streaming now. Like,
Look, that is
Yeah.
one of the things that I'm gonna miss so much. As a matter of fact, I just heard that Blu-ray it has Samsung, who makes Blu-rays, they're gonna stop making Blu-rays now because
Of course.
nobody's buying them much anymore. And last year, 2018 was like their least sales.
Yeah.
So they're saying they're going to stop production. So pretty much everybody was starting to realize that, oh, this is probably the beginning of
The
material
It's
media
like
going away.
not straight to streaming not straight to streaming, not straight to DVD anymore. It's like straight to Netflix now.
But it kills the
That's a fact.
moment. That's the one thing that I am kind of like old fashioned about. It's just like, man, like that's the reason why now you can't just like do music. You have to do music and give content because people are not living with a project.
that's
anymore.
why this is here.
People are not
like this whole thing. Like I put a project out and I'm like, I can't bet. I'm not a music making machine.
Exactly.
So like my boy Leon though, he is a music making machine. So we can put a video out for him damn near every day of the week. But me, I'm like, I need something.
Did
I
you
need another
perform with
meeting
him? Do you perform with him?
Yep.
all the time.
Okay.
Were you at the show?
That's
No.
I was at one of the shows.
Yeah.
I like that
Wicked
little
Witch?
that little choreo stuff y'all be
Oh, the
doing.
little two-step?
Yeah.
Were you at the Wicked Witch? Wait, was it called the Wicked Witch?
No, not
She
that
didn't come
show.
to that
not
show.
Oh, okay,
No, I
okay.
was at-
Also, you seen us perform Baby Mama.
I don't know. Y'all had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, I like these beats. Okay, I like
Yeah,
the little choreo. Okay,
Yeah,
it's gonna keep- It's
Yeah.
it was at Emerge.
Ah,
It was-
Lyrics Still Matter show.
Yes,
Yep.
that was the
Yep.
one.
Yep. That
I
was
was
one.
like,
Yeah.
because I'd never heard of him before. That was my first time.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I'm really gonna miss, or I still miss, is just the cover art of CDs. Because
fact
I
that
just
they came
remember
with
the
posters, too?
the feeling
Like-
of just like
Lyrics,
looking at the booklet and the art and the lyrics and because sometimes like you don't catch everything they're saying and just the art. I'm gonna really miss that.
I was more into the art than the
Thank yous.
lyrics.
The
Yeah.
thank yous.
Oh, the
on
thank yous at the end.
inside
Thank yous were not,
big
especially the handwritten ones.
That's why the last CD I bought was in 2016. I bought 24K Magic Bruno because
I need to
he's
buy
so
that vinyl
retro and
extra.
all his music sounds like 90s R&B. I was like, I gotta buy a physical copy of this. So I just went into Target and just bought a CD.
That's why I like what Black does. He brings a lot of the retro
True,
into
yeah.
like current
Oh.
situation. So he'll
a
do
good
like,
mixture, right?
Yeah, like he'll write.
I'm like in and out how I feel about Black. Like sometimes I really like it, and sometimes I'm like, I'm starting to feel the same thing on every single track. You know what I mean? Like it becomes like
Well, he
the
has a
same.
very like
That's
a specific type of voice, like kind of
yeah, but it's like I'm gonna listen to everything because he gonna have something I'm fucking with
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's no way.
he has a
Yeah,
song
but-
called Switch that oh man,
Yeah.
I love that fucking song.
Yeah.
But I can't be mad at him because what happens when you get a hit, bro? They're like, make 10 of these. And I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? You make 10, you can make 10 mil. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why wouldn't I do that? You know what I mean? That's like Lil Wayne when he got caught up in that every goddamn song was the same. But imagine how much he was getting doing the same thing over and over again. You know what I mean?
Them shits get played.
So that's when the business kind of
Oh,
affects
I
the
think
artistry.
also the thing is when you're on that like circuit already, you're not given the time to change and evolve with your art anyway.
That
so
is
you're
true,
just gonna
'cause
keep
they-
doing
'cause
what
you're
you-
so- yeah, 'cause you're moving so
not-
much, too.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're not ingesting new things necessarily.
Getting inspired by other
Yeah,
things.
it'd be the people who go away and who come back and you're like, oh, they did something totally different, or they, you know what I mean? It's not different, but it's grown. Like not everybody gets that opportunity when they're on that circuit, which is why that's the part where I'm like, yeah, you do need those songwriters because
Yeah. You know, the one thing that I do enjoy more, I'll listen to new vinyl music quicker than somebody sending me something. Because I'm going off I'm doing everything based off the cover art, low key. But like when you're like looking through these vinyls, like you be like, damn, this shit look cool as hell,
yeah.
and it's $1.
put thought into it. Yeah. They put thought into those covers.
Yeah, I
could
feel
tell
like you
that there
can't
was a lot of
lose. You
thought.
know what I'm saying? And even if it was whack, you'd be like, I mean, I'll just hang the cover art on my wall then, and I'll just like do something with the record because I don't want to listen to it no more.
What do you think of the new trend of not having words on your cover art and just having?
Oh,
iconic
just a
photography?
picture. Or
I don't
something?
mind. I don't mind just because I'm so into the visual stuff that
Yeah.
I don't really mind.
The visual needs to
Yeah,
be captivating.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
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 I mean,
yeah,
it
don't
doesn't
mind.
matter if it doesn't have like the words. Like you mean like the name of the artist and the name of the.
Yeah, I
it
kind of
doesn't really
like
matter.
that.
I mean, as long as I just like cover art in general. Just
I don't. I'm not into the. Even though I know it like had a moment, but you know, like SoundCloud rap was bringing back like pixelated and like I don't know, like
Sound-
you know,
oh,
like the.
Oh, I know what you mean. Like
you
the
know that-
Pac-Man vibe.
Yeah,
like
I
8-bit?
wasn't into that.
Yeah.
I wasn't really
8-bit?
into that. I thought it looked cool a couple times, but I wasn't really into that because I'm like, this shit kind of whack.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I fell into. So we did hit our hour mark. So I mean, if y'all wanted to like run through, because did you stop anything? You got it rolling. I mean, if we wanted to run through this Disney versus Pixar, we can. We technically have an episode already.
Okay.
So what y'all want to do?
I mean, it's her interview. What you want?
What you want to do?
Let's get it.
Let's get it. All right, say less.
Let's get
Let's
it.
go.